level. This information is going to change your whole world. Okay. If you just do exactly what Elliot says, your business by Christmas will look completely different. Not just your business, the way you see you, how you feel, you'll know you're on the right track. It's something will click. You'll be making more money, you'll be changing more lives. I don't know anyone like right now, like I said before, more focused, more productive than Mr. Elliot Ward in the industry of network marketing. I don't just say that because we were friends before. Okay. It's real. like, like it's actually real. And there's we used a really good example last night about the doves. This is how teams work. Not doves or whatever, geese, right? They fly in one direction. What happens is there's someone leading the pack. And every now and then that one leading the pack will come back and come to the back, and another one will come in front of this. It's how teamwork works. When you join this particular group, we're all here for you, man. We've got you back. And we're all going to jump in. Elliot right now is leading the pack. He's leading the pack. He's leading the whole company. Genuinely. There's no one in the entire company right now that has the momentum and the success that this guy's creating on a daily basis. No one. He shows the plan every single day. Was just joking around saying the company should pay him a salary as well. All right, but I want everyone to be on your feet. Clap it up for Mr. Elliot Ward.
Wow, that was incredible. That was like incredible. Yeah, yeah. No. Yeah. Like that was like the perfect way to go into this. So everyone should be feeling like, I can do this. That'll be good. I can do this. And you can. Like you really, really can. Like everything that Jake shared then is everything I've just gone, right, go and do it. But that's 95%, but there is a 5%. And as long as you commit to the 5%, the great thing is that there's just one way. And if you are literally willing to do this just one way and never stop, you will create momentum. And momentum, honestly, momentum is the key. But there's one way. So if there's anything that I share now you do outside of that one way, it's not in alignment with the HV system. It's not in alignment with how Holton has achieved everything he has in the industry. Because remember, that's who we joined. We joined Holton. We joined his consciousness. We joined his success. That's what we joined. So if you do anything outside, who wants to get to their goals like fast? So just do this but don't do it another way. Like if Mr. Bugs has said this is the way, this is the way. 38 years he's been in this industry. We're joining the shortcut, right? That's what you're joining, the shortcut. Yes, we've got trades. Yes, we've got Oigo. Yes, we've got an amazing community. We're so aware of how to do things. Now you're going to have to dedicate yourself in whatever capacity that is to you for your why. Have that clear as well. Like that's literally what Jake just shared. He broke down exactly how to get inside of your why. Now you're going to have to do some work inside of that, right? So this is where you want to start. So I'm actually going to do this a little bit different today. I'm actually going to work with somebody on this. Is there anyone that wants to do this with me? Go on. You're brand new. Come on then, let's do it. What's your name? Sorry. Fantastic. That's actually brilliant. Do you know what? I was thinking about, I wouldn't if someone puts their hand up who's just gotten started. So that's fantastic. So great work. Brilliant. So real quick then. So this is guys, I'm doing this on a daily basis. Okay. So you've just got started. You've seen the presentation. Okay. You're feeling amazing, right? You're like, wow, I can really do this. Okay. For you, Celine, personally, just tell me a little bit about why you got started. What was it for you personally that really stood out from what you saw and what your situation is now to get to a better place? What was it you saw?
It's the atmosphere in the room to begin with. I can feel everyone's energy here. And Andrea brought me here, and I met her last year, and we talked a lot about what she's doing here, what she learned, and
Yes.
after seeing this, and I already joined one of the presentations before, it was through Zoom,
Okay, perfect.
and I wanted to join it in person to see everyone's experiences, how you got here, etc. And Joel's experience especially just affected me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just excited to learn more.
Brilliant, brilliant. So what was it that you saw when it comes to your why right now? What was your why in getting started? Is there an amount of income or is there a reason or a lifestyle that you personally would like to see come to life?
See, that's a bit like interesting because 10K sounds great, but
Okay.
why not 15K? Why not 20K?
Okay.
So
okay, perfect. That's good.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Have you earned 10,000 a month before?
No.
You haven't. Well, what I'd say is off of experience, that's a good place to start.
Sure.
And I can tell you now, we've got individuals in the room right now that are actually achieving that through using this system. We've got Katie Darcy from Canada here. She's actually achieved that within a 6-month period, position that pays up to 12,000 a month. So we can tell you right now that your goal is being happening right. And you know, all she's done is follow the system. Okay, which is exciting. What would 10,000 a month do for you, Celine? What would it do for you and your family? What would it do for you in your situation?
Oh, you know what? My family is back in Turkey.
Okay.
So that would give me a lot of freedom to go visit them whenever I like. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. So if me and you were to work together and I was to help you to do that using the system, it's very, very simple.
Yeah.
You'd be willing to work with me on that, yeah?
Yes.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Well, look, you've got your position locked in, so congratulations. Now, when it comes to this business, the capital isn't money, which you can see it was very reasonable to get started, wasn't it? Capital wasn't money. It's why I love this industry. It's because the capital's not money. But guess what? From here, you can really, really achieve something fantastic, including your goal and much more, right? So the capital is actually people. Now, you're probably seeing in business. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to show Celine what business looks like, because I don't know if Celine has never been in business or a business principle for you. We want to do a little bit of educating on that, because I'm just not going to go straight into this is what we need to do. I'm going to talk. It's got to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, you're going to, it's like this. Because
Celine, right, and why she said 50 and you said 10.
Same, sorry.
You want to let the room know. Or
Yeah.
Why you didn't just let her just say 50 and
Yeah.
say that's right.
Yeah. Well, first of all, because at the moment, you've got to be able to. What we're doing is we're coming together and we need to walk this path together. Okay. So for you to do that and for me to do that, we need to start with something that is something you can see tangible. Okay. Because you're right, 100,000 is great. Okay. And you can do that too.
Yeah.
But first, let's get good at stacking wins. Okay. And we're going to go into stacking wins using the system, because there's nothing better than putting wins together. When you can put wins together in this business, and I don't care what that is. We had one of my leaders this week say, Elliot, this month, I managed to cover my trade buddy, and my elevate and my business. It's all for free. I was like, I made a massive deal about that, because I'm like, yes, that's a win. And I started this way, guys. I covered my subscription. That's a win. So I know you've got your goal, and we want that goal because that's brilliant. But what we're going to do is, there's going to be a series of wins in between now, today, right, and 10,000 that we're going to go on that path together, because this is development. We haven't just, it's not a backpack. This is the work now. Me and you, we're going to get into the work together. But what we're going to have is a great experience, right? We're going to enjoy it, and we're going to make it make sense. That's the most important part. So if you're getting to a position right now where you haven't really mastered that and knowing about something, your family's over in Turkey, man. We want to make that freedom. How great is that going to be to be able to have something in your hands that you can utilize from anywhere, right? And it's to do that. Now, to do that, we're gonna do some work together. That, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna because some of you guys, you spend 3 weeks enrolling somebody and 30 minutes launching them. That's what you do. You spend 3 weeks. They're in the business. That's the start. Some of you guys act like that's the end. We're not salesmen. We're not. We've got a relationship now. We're opening a relationship, which means we're family, right? So let's just go back to a little bit when you get someone started. Why would you want any resistance between someone getting started, knowing now we're together on the same team? Who would want that? You're not thinking about that long enough. You're spending too long with no's and not enough time with yeses, right? Okay. The person who says the less to the most people, they're the people that build the business. Because you know we're going to go on this journey together. Right. So the capital actually, when it comes to this business, is actually people. Okay. Now, what I've learned is you'll probably agree with me in that freedom that you saw, there's a lot, it's a big need for what we do, right? Guess what? That's a great principle for business. There's a big need for what we do. All right. So in exchange for that freedom that you talked about, that $10,000 goal, would you be willing to put together a list for me of around 100 names? Okay. Now in that list, what I want you to think about is this. I just want to, because now you're making a shift in your life, I want your people to know who you're working with. Because that would be real awkward, wouldn't it? So I want to expose them to the professionalism that we've got here. When we talked about the community, talked about the environment, and I want to show them and gauge interest. Because imagine them sitting in listening to this. So I don't want you to think who fits and this and that. We don't want to do that. I'll tell you why, because most of the world live in quiet desperation. They do. Now, how great would it be when you can see individuals seeing what you saw? Okay, so does that sound good, yeah?
Mhm.
So can you put together for me, now what I want to do is this, I want to earn some income together in the next 20, because I know you've invested into yourself. I want to earn some income in the next 24 hours together, okay? All right, and I want you to put together a list. Now, if I was to, after this call, I want you to put together a list, and I want you to do your best to think of everybody you possibly can, close to you, and work outwards, okay? Now, all we're going to do, like I said, is just gauge interest. It's friction free. Okay, and we're going to because we're very passionate about what we do. You probably feel that, very passionate. So I want to help you. And do you know what? To start with, Celine, I'm actually going to be doing most of the heavy lifting, which is great for you because the next 3 months you're brand new. I'm going to be doing most of the work. So it's actually on me that this is done well. So what I want you to feel is I'm very, very, very responsible when it comes to your people and making sure that they've been exposed in the right way. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to put together a list. I want you to send a photo back to me of that list once you've done it, so I know that you're actually doing this. Now, let's just say, hypothetically, I know you're here today, but when do you think you could get that back to me so that I can understand? Because I want to be really focused on who I'm working with, and especially when it comes to your goal of 10,000. Guys, I'm always going to be making sure that we know why we're doing things.
Yeah.
Because this is a skill set now. This isn't art. All right. So when do you think you'll be able to get that back to me? Do you reckon you'll be able to do next couple of hours? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, a couple of
Definitely.
hours, yeah.
Brilliant. That'd be
Might
fantastic.
come back, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so I want to send that over to me. And this is what I want to do. So 24 hours tomorrow evening. This is what I want to do. I actually want to put $200 to $500 in your back pocket tomorrow evening, and then for the next, say, 3, we can discuss. But 3 more small presentations after that, because 100 people, we're not going to get them all on one call. We want to make sure they've got a personal experience like you've had, right? Because that's the way we work. We worry about people. People over profits all the time. Okay, people. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to put a presentation in place. We're going to get that list done nice and effectively so we can get you to start earning money. All right. Because naturally, you're probably going to agree with me that people are going to see this and say, of course, right? Because you saw what you saw and you're probably going to see that. So you're going to do the list. And then what I want to do is I want you to get that back to me. And we're going to put a presentation in place. Now, I'm actually going to be presenting the business for you, which is great for you because obviously know what I'm doing, etc. Now, if you're in a position, guys, where you feel like you want an assistance from a success coach while you're learning, you can do that. Let's say, for instance, I'm not sure who you're exactly working with, but just roll with me on this. If you feel that, that's fine. But I will say this. You are going to need to start presenting as soon as possible. For example, Celine's first step will be, you're going to welcome your people. Because it would be really awkward if I came in, wouldn't it? You're going to say, welcome, guys. I'm really excited about who I'm working with. Elliot's on the line right now. He's going to share more about the business. And then we're going to collect some feedback after. Okay? Really simple. Collect some feedback. So, guys, I'll tell you this. If Celine feels what Celine's saying is, you're happy for me to talk to your people. You're happy for me to...
Yeah, I trust
You trust me because you can see there's reason behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to reassure Celine because you're brand new. And like I said to Tommy, give me 1% you trust. Let me earn the rest. You earn the rest by, there's one, that if you can latch onto this in this industry, People don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Mm.
And people won't be seeing, when people won't be sitting here thinking, well, network marketing is network marketing. It's a beautiful industry as long as you are very conscientious and self-aware about how other people join the business, join the space. Because their first 24 hours and 48 hours, guess what? You want them to see. I mean, there's individuals that are join me, join me, and I speak with them in the first 48 hours a lot because we're now business partners. I want to make sure they're overwhelmed with the amount of support they get. Because I'd want that. I'd want that. This is a big step. It can be daunting. It can create uncertainty. So the reason why I've got no qualms with taking Celine through my process is because I know me and my commitment to Celine. Whatever Celine is after that, it's all good. But I want you to go right to your friends and say, you know what, I'm working with a really good individual. They're excellent what I do. They're professional. Because guys, this is a business. This is a business. But this skill set, the decision you make on your goal, you're going to be learning as you go because I'm going to be showing you why I'm doing things. But you getting great at this leads you to freedom. And the way you do this is by compassion. It's by exchanging and showing, shadowing. So at some point I'm going to be showing you, then I'm going to be shadowing because you're going to be competent. Okay? But to start with, Celine needs to feel like she's got the support that she joined for, right? Because you're brand new. Okay? So, and this is the process, guys. This is it. So you're going to send me your list. Okay? And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give you an invite because I don't want you to be saying things you don't understand. I want you to keep it nice and smart. So Celine, I'm going to send you, once you sent me your list, I'm going to send you and we're going to have a chat about an invite. I'm not rushing, guys. I'm doing it properly. However many times, Celine, I need to help you with that invite to make sure your people have got the right introduction to take a look at the presentation. Because remember, what I want to see Celine do is earn money. You've joined to earn money, right? So I want to make sure Celine understands that there's a professional way of doing this, okay? And it works every time. So you're going to ring. What you're going to do is you just send me a list. Then we're going to ring. Give me the name of one of your people, so just so I can get an idea of one of your people's names.
Abby.
You're going to call Abby. How do you know Abby?
Through my partner.
Through your partner.
Friend.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
and Abby's, cool individual, etc. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Now, again, guys, I'm always showing I care about Celine's people. I care about your people. Because remember, I'm expecting to be. I'm going to be working with Celine and her people. You've got to want to know more of your life, more of your people. Because remember, you're traveling the world together. You're changing the industry together. I already see you as a star. I see you up here presenting and remembering that day that me and Elliot did this training. I'm already seeing that when I do the skill set. That's what I see. Why would you join this? Not to create more leaders. Yeah, I'm here to give you what I've learned. I don't want to just have a skill set. I want to be able to teach. I'm learning the most right now. Right now, I'm learning the most. Okay? Come with me on that. Think about that. That's my vision. Right, how can I? And then seeing you get the results, I'm like, wow, I'm getting it. I'm able to help. Right? Okay, so we're going to have a quick chat with Abby. What I want to do is I want to give her a quick call. And she's particularly close to you, correct?
Relatively, yeah.
Relatively close to you. She's one of the closer people to you, yeah?
Sure.
Sure. All right, brilliant. What I actually want you to do with Abby is I actually want to meet Abby, me, you and her. Okay. Because now what I want to do is because now there's individuals that are going to join Celine because I'm going to explain where Celine's life is going in the next 6 to 12 months or the next 6 to 12 months. And I'm going to talk with Abby and just let her know. Yeah. I'm not on there making it really uncomfortable or anything. I'm on there. Abby, really good to meet you. My name's Elliot. Celine's obviously, you're going to say a little bit about myself. Elliot's a professional in the business and I'm working closely with him. I'm excited for where my life's about to go. Hey, Abby, really good. We've actually got a really important launch when it comes to where Celine's life's going. We're actually having an intimate call. It's not available to everybody. Okay. The reason I'm doing this with a few of the people closest to Celine is there now. Abby's thinking, I can bring a couple of people to this call. Sounds like a really good launch. But you've got to paint the picture. If you don't paint the picture of what it's going to be like, you're not going to have people on that call. The leader has to go there first. Mentally, it's going to be really exciting. And remember, I'm working here with Celine, but Celine's placing me in the positions to make sure people are in the know. Oh, I'm Elliot. That sounds really exciting. Abby, we're going to be actually hosting a very small meeting to let you guys know where Celine's lifestyle to go. Now, I am going to give you the option. Okay. Abby, where are you at right now? Are you in a position where you'd like to actually be able to accelerate your life and get yourself to a better position, maybe financially and within a community that's like-minded, supportive, and a private spot? You would. Well, look, I'm going to give you this option. You can either get a position locked in now, and I'll help you to get started, or because I'm going to meet a couple of other individuals close to Celine, or you can wait to see the presentation when everyone else does and see what's it going to be. Choice, yes or yes. I'm inviting her to the presentation, the launch for you. So you've got people on your launch, but I'm also giving them the option to get started now. Do you know how many people get started then? Oh, I mean, tell me how many people got started like that for you?
The first presentation.
So before the presentation, I met some people. How many people just got started because I leveraged the presentation?
Yeah, quite a few.
Mm. Before the presentation? And then guess what I'm going to do?
For anyone else.
Say again.
You gave them the option of what.
Yes. First of all, people who are closest to you respect that, right? Respect that. And then the individuals that are going to run with this are going to really see, oh, I'm going to bring some people to this launch because I'll paint the vision of what it's going to be like. Okay. So, that I want to touch on that because you've got to remember people join for results. That's what they join for. They don't, all due respect, guys, the calls are amazing, presentations are great, the energy's fantastic. They want results. Okay? I don't even care how much it is. But if I can get Celine a result within her first 12 hours, 24 hours, some of you guys are actually waiting way too long to get on a call with the newest individual and launch them. Do you know why? Because you're scared of doing it. That's why. Scared of doing it. You've got someone in the business. Now I need to protect them. No, now you need to go through the process the whole folks has told you to go through. What's the point? Otherwise, no one wins. Yes, they're in my business. No, they're going to be for a short amount of time until they leave because you've got no results. And they're getting colder every hour that passes because you're excited in this room. And that's why I say, do that list, by the way, on your way home. Definitely do it. Get it to Altair. Definitely, honestly. But what I'm saying is they're getting colder. All of a sudden, what they felt in this room, slowly getting colder until reality, they get home, all of a sudden, business. Forgot about it. Forgot business. Oh, not that. Guys, this is people. Right, this is business. What are you talking about? That's what we're talking about here. So the person that's gotten started needs to understand, and it's down to you to show them how powerful this is.
You got that sense of urgency.
Urgency. That's why I move so quick. I move so quick because I'm so urgent. I'm almost like, I know it sounds mad, but I'm almost, when you build this and you commit to it, as soon as someone comes away from you and they haven't come back with you with the next, that's why I said, when can you get that done for me, boy? Because not for my success, because I know that's going to yield most success for you. Okay. So when you've done that list, what I do want you to do is this. I want you to categorize it with 4 categories. Okay, because I'll tell you why, typically those that meet 4 out of 4 of the categories that I'm about to share, they actually perform the best initially. And I'll tell you why. Okay. The first category is this, that they're a little bit influential. Do you know what, the popular person, people go and do what they do. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that they're a go-getter. They're self-motivated, goal-driven, those things. Okay, number 2. Number 3 is that they're teachable and coachable. They're willing to learn like yourself. All right. And then finally is that they're just financially able to get started. They've got at least $100. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean if someone meets just one of these that they can't do fantastic in this industry. But I will tell you this: when we first get started, my priority is to meet those that are closest to let them know what's about to happen. Because it'd be super awkward, wouldn't it, if you're a part of doing fantastic and then people closest to you know last. No, that then is a problem. that we need to talk about. Do you know what I mean? Because someone, someone's not adding up there. So we've got to do that, and we'll do that together. I'm always going to reassure Celine that we're doing this together. Okay, because this is a big step. All right. So you're going to categorize your list. We're going to meet the people closest to you and categorize the list. And from 4 to 1. Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter. Do your best if you haven't spoken to people. What I would say is this: we are going to have the upper side of the list, those whose number you've got, because we're not doing message. I know it's 2024. We're not doing messages and voice notes. We're actually going to be on the phone because this is business. Okay, we're cutting the ribbon on your cookie store and we're showing the people what's available. We don't mind if they walk in or walk out. Doesn't matter. All right, but we're going to follow this process together, and we're going to have a lot of fun. All right. So you've done your list. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put your first presentation in place. 24 hours. Okay, 24 hours. It's going to be like 60 minutes, and I'm going to be doing the heavy lifting, and we are going to invite people to that. So this is how we're going to invite. So you've spoken to, let's say it's another individual. Give me the name of someone else.
Ebra.
So
Ebra.
Ebra.
Yeah.
Ebra. So you're going to ring Ebra. Now there is an actual science to inviting. I'll tell you why. Because you don't want to be sitting talking about this information of what you're part of. You're brand new. You want to let me do it. So they've got a really good gist of what we've got.
Sure.
Okay. So you're going to ring, and the first thing you're going to be is in a rush. Otherwise, they're going to feel like they can ask you a lot of questions. Okay.
I feel that, yeah.
All right. And you know what? It's not going to, do you know what? It's actually not going to be, it's not going to be fair for their success if they don't see this how you did. Okay. So we want to make sure this is right. So first of all, you're going to be in a rush. Okay. I'm in a little bit of a rush right now. Okay. Next of all, you're going to clear their schedule. What are you doing? Let's say we put the presentation in place for tomorrow at 8 p.m. What are you doing tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK? Really quick. I'm free. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. That's always the next step. All right. And then finally, you're going to ask a question. Look, I'm really excited about where my life's about to go because of who I've just partnered with. I always talk about who I've partnered with rather than what it is. Because people want to tell you why? Because people think in pictures, and you describing who you're working with, they'll be on that call before they know what it is, because they want to see who you're working with. Because they're like, man, I am curious to see. But you're enthusiastic about that. Okay. And guys, I will say this: don't make the calls when you've like just woke up, you just start to go to bed, your energy's low. You are the business, right? You're fired up. You're excited, put your favorite music on, dance around, whatever you need to do. All right. Energy, honestly, guys, enthusiasm, it costs you nothing to have. It costs you everything if you don't. Right. It really doesn't. So next of all, you're going to, we're gonna invite some guests, probably 5 to 7 guests, using that invite. But I don't want you to just go ahead and ring a lot of people. I want you to ring Ebra. Remember, you're going to ask a question. If there was, what you're going to say is this: I'm really excited about what my life's about to go and who I'm now working with. I'm really excited because I found something that I've been looking for to create more freedom. Let me ask you a question. If there was a way you could add an additional income stream to your current lifestyle, would you want to hear more about it? Yes or no? That's it. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, you'd love to. Fantastic. I know you're free already, 8 p.m. tomorrow, which is great. Having a short private meeting. It's actually exciting because you're one of the first people that I'm actually showcasing where my life's about to go. Okay. And then you're going to, before that, obviously you're going to decide with your success coach when the meeting is, and then the Zoom for it is going to be in place, because let's say you're doing it online, you could do it on a home meeting or online on Zoom, but that Zoom needs to be with Celine before she goes ahead and rings one of her people, because on the phone you're then going to go, brilliant, I've just sent you a code, a Zoom link to secure your spot on the really exciting launch I'm having. Have you got that on the phone still? You got that, yeah? Yes, brilliant. I'm doing all this on the phone. I'm not doing it via messages. Okay, I'm doing it on the phone. Okay. And then we're going to have this call. But what I want you to do is as well, I want you to make sure that you come back to me in between calling people, so I can mentor you and help you.
Yeah.
Oh, you had this, but this person said this. Okay, brilliant. This is what I would do. Because remember, I want to make sure Celine earns as much money as possible in her first 24, 48 hours. And if there's anyone's names that I feel like, if you got, and maybe you haven't got the invite right, brilliant. I'll meet them and then I'll invite them. So you can use the mentor to invite to your presentation with anyone that, oh, I'd love to know more, but I've got this question or that question. use the mentor to do as much, guys, as a when you sponsor, it's your responsibility to make sure that individual has the right path to success. But the great thing is you've got leaders to help you do that. That's what's so great about this industry. Because honestly, Jake did. I was excited. Couldn't wait where my life's about to go. I was ringing people. Jake was steering it. That was it. I didn't know that stuff. But I just did exactly what Jake said to the point where I can deliver this like I can. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. And what we're going to do, Celine, is we're going to put, obviously that means in place. We're going to put 3 more in place. Okay. 3 more because I want to make sure that it's all ordered, and I'm pretty sure you've got things going on, and I want to make sure we work together because this works around what you already do. Okay. Which is fantastic. So guys, don't avoid doing the process. Do it until you don't think, oh, I'm going to do it this way and then I'm going to do it the right way. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that. Do it this way now until, oh, they left, they didn't do this, they didn't take action. I don't care. Do it until, don't wait. Do you know what you're just doing? You're saying, let me work here, but my goal's there. Just go the direct route. You're not going to nail it straight away, but this is a 4-year plan. If you could nail this over 4 years and create a life that most of the world don't and hit your goal, would you do it? You're going to work hard at something. This ain't easy work. It's not easy work, but it's worth it. And if you decide to go, you know what, I'm going to master what Elliot said. I'm just going to master that for the next however long. Who cares? What's your other option? I ain't got another option.
Work hard at your job.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Slaving away.
Yeah, you're going to work hard at something. So why not work hard at something that's proven by the best ever in the industry? That's what I said. And look, you might have individuals doing it in certain ways around you. Nope. If you got this recorded, do it this way. Do it this way, no other way. But don't do it and then go, oh, that one didn't work. Let me know. Keep doing it this way. Made me laugh because when I open my laptop, it's the packs to get started up on my laptop. It's all that's open on my laptop is the presentation. That's how it should get. It's funny, but I was like, obviously, what else do you do? Okay, what else do you do? So, you've been great. That's cool. You've been great. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
no.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. I just want to. I'm going to go to some other things,
Sure,
but that's your. So now you've got. You've got a list. You've got your lister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
You've got your presentations in place. Now it's about working closely with your mentor to learn. You've got the invite. Get good at that. Honestly, if you just if you just help. So if I was working with you, I'd be working in getting you good at inviting for however long it took.
Yeah.
Because I know if you can invite, presenting, you're going to be, you're not going to be amazing to start with. No one is. I was awful at presenting when I first started. That doesn't matter, honestly, because if they're in front of the information, that's enough. Your success coach is going to know where they need to work with you. Okay, and this business is recruit and retail. I say all the time, it's recruit and retail. That's the way to resist. Oh, come on, guys, this compensation plan pays $5 million a month from doing this.
Wow,
I mean, just from doing this.
that's a lot.
A why? A list? But Celine, you understood why I'm doing things right. You never thought that doesn't make sense. You understood?
I totally get it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been in the same place for a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Give Celine a big round of applause. Thank you. All right. Okay, fantastic. So that launching an individual, you can probably tell I've done this that many times, launching the same way, regardless of if whatever that person did. I have people come back to me, Elliot, can you give us, can I learn a little bit more about this? I'm like, nope. If you want to earn money with me, no. Why would I spend time trying to do it their way? Yeah, but Elliot, can you send me another video on what? What do you want another video on? You're in network marketing. That's what you're in. This is a skill set. It's not. This isn't. Personal development is 95%. Okay, but 95% ain't 100% of your goal, is it? It's not 100%. This is 5% of what you need to do. I've applied this to the other 5%. Professional cycling. Applied it to it. It works. Most of the time that I was actually studying the science of getting rich, I was in professional cycling. Went to the top of it. It works. The information works, but the skill set has to be great. You have to get great at it. And there isn't a lot to it. But you have to become good at understanding who's in front of you, what and I was understanding Celine, and I understood you. We made a connection, right? If you do not you've got to have that, because they need to know you care before you give them. We're going to get to a list. We're going to do this. There needs to be a why am I doing this for the individual. As soon as you get great at doing that, and if you come up against any obstruction to the list, you haven't connected. You haven't got involved with their why. They're basically saying, oh, I ain't going to give my network to this individual.
Because it's transaction.
Yeah, I haven't, because you haven't given them a spec, you haven't gone over and above, you haven't gone the extra mile, you haven't been a special individual to them. Every single person I've launched, do you know why I don't get any of them? Some of you guys, I know you get some negativity from this business. Do you know what? No one comes back to me at all and blames anything. Do you know, I make sure of that. I make sure I go over and above. They never come back to me. Ever. Do you know how good that feels?
Right.
They never come back to me because I went over and above, and they can feel, I can win with this guy. And if I don't win, it's on me, it's not on him. Because I'm willing to do this at this point in my life. I'm willing to do this. And the reason I'm saying this, guys, is because it's a 4-year plan. Remember that. 4 years ain't a long time. To get good at one process. I don't use anything else but this process with Zoom or home meetings or however you want to do it in that presentation. And I'll show the full presentation. You guys still know, I'll show the full presentation until I'm good enough, right? That's going to be different for different people, I know, but that's what it is. So, and look, whatever point you're at right now, you can decide to do this. It doesn't need to be day one. It can be any point. If you've actually said, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm actually going to be in network marketing, which is what this is. Products are fantastic. Business is business. Business is business. And you understand through that process. To start with, do you know how many times I applied what Holton said? And I was like, why is Holton so good at that? And I'm not. I'll be real with you. Do you know how many days I sat there like that? And I was like, keep going, bro. I know you can do it. And now, I never have anyone reluctant to give me their list. Ever. Because it makes so much sense to do it.
Q&A.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Is there on anything I've shared of the process of launching into, and I would advise when you get started, get the countdown, the presenter pack. Get it from day one. Presenter pack. Equip your individual. Now, I will say this, guys. If some people come back with some different results in the way they come back and do their thing, work with it. Okay, Elliot, I've done my best. I've put together 55 names. Fantastic work. Don't send, go and put another however long before we talk. No. That is fantastic. That's really, really good. That's good, guys. You've got to remember, set the expectation. 100 names is fantastic. My superstars, they put together about 200, 300 names. Okay, but let's do it. Because at that point, the individual is super, fired up and excited. Okay. Yeah, let's do a Q&A.
Yeah.
And
Q&A.
yeah.
Yeah. You show.
You also.
Are you finished?
Yeah, no. I think that's fantastic. I wanted to get to the process, nailing the system.
Who believes they can learn what you just did there? See, if you just decide to get good at that process, but it's not just what he said; it was how he was saying it as well.
Right.
See how he was like, it's the people, it's the nodding as she's talking and actually listening, active listening to what she's saying, and then guiding her through. It's not just being a robot and just talking, goal, list, launch.
Nah.
It's not that, what I mean, you have to know people, but Elliot, the thing is, we said that's not, we used to be like that. I mean, I think you have to be in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because in the mind, you're going through the 4 steps in your mind.
And what I would say is this, I would say, don't keep watching your mentor do it for you. Or present for you. There's only a few things to get great at, really, in this bit. There's only a few things to get great at. Put your hand up and say, I'm going to get good at them. Love it. Get good at them.
I'm gonna go good.
All right. Is there any questions on everything I've shared? Is there questions?
I got a question. When do you, after they've given the list, you've set the presentations, you've gone through that process, how do you guide them into what's going to happen after the presentation finishes? Let's say I'm talking particularly in a Zoom setting.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit
In a Zoom
different
setting,
than
yeah,
in a
100%.
room setting.
So what I'm going to do going into the event is from Celine, I'm going to make sure we're in communication. I understand who's confirmed. Can I have the confirmed names of who's confirmed? I'm going to make sure I get consistent updates from who I'm working closely with. Who's confirmed, excuse me? I'm going to make sure they're updating me on who's confirmed. Okay, I've got this person, this person. Okay, brilliant. I know then I'm going to learn how launchable that individual is through the process.
Webinar, yeah.
Say again.
When you're doing the presentation.
So before the presentation, I'm going to get who's confirmed. Yeah, I'm going to get how many we've got confirmed, etc., etc.
And from that, you understand how launchable this person
Yeah,
is.
I'm going to find out how launchable they are in the first 24 hours. I'll get to know how they go out and do things. Definitely, yeah. I'm going to see the quality of the first launch, how it's gone down, and then we're going to work from there. But don't. It doesn't matter what you're working with to start with, because then that's when them going into action. Then right, what we need to do next time is we need to learn on this. That's why the importance of having the 4 booked in is because then you're going to be able to go ahead and go, okay, we need to shift this a little bit. Let's shift that. But first of all, reward what's done. Reward it. Okay, reward it. Remember, guys, this isn't a get rich quick. This is a let's develop together. Okay. So and then I'm gonna and after the call, so we're on the call now. So I'm gonna have a chat before the call. So after the call, I want to know who's got back in contact with you first. Okay. So always after a launch, you get back to your mentor. Okay. Because the mentor is going to leave in a position. Well, get back to the person that invited you to the call. Get back to Celine. ASAP, because I'll tell you what is going to happen is this: the people who get back in contact with Celine first, we're going to get their spots first, and business is all about timing. So get your spots locked in. Anyone's got questions, we will speak to you, but after the people have got their spots locked in. And then anyone that's just turned up at support, you know what? I really respect that. I actually really respect that. You definitely want to keep an eye on Celine on where her life's going. It's going to be amazing. Do you know why? They're going to keep watching. They are going to keep watching. And all you need to do is stay on that path. Stay on that path. Stay committed. The decision you made today, see it through. Okay? And that's how we're going to go down after. And I'm going to judge then. But I'll tell you what always going to happen is straight away after the Zoom, I'm going to get on that Zoom with Celine's first person and get them started. Me. I'm going to get on there. Celine's going to be on the call. Brilliant. What did you like about what you saw and heard? Cool. Let's get you obviously the 4 questions. Yeah, what did you like about what you saw and heard today? You're going to tell me what I loved.
She does the 4 questions and then you jump on?
No, I'm going to jump on and do it all.
You just straight up.
All of it.
You're just waiting for Zoom link and ready.
Yeah. I'm going to jump on. We're on the call together, fam. Bro, I'm taking the lead, man. I'm taking the lead. I've got customers getting other customers started about 7 levels deep in Joel's organisation. He hasn't got a clue. He hasn't got a clue. That's why Joel's here, because he's carried on earning money. That's why he's here. That's why he's sitting here today, because he's carried on consistently earning money. Why? I ain't gonna play around. John knows. Bro, feel that. Just got paid again. I'll get a kick out of that. I'll get a kick out of that. That's what this is about. So yeah. I'm gonna get on that call. I'm gonna get him started, and then we're gonna launch Abby. We're gonna launch Abby together, and I'm gonna then be gauging how well Celine is. And then start letting you're gonna know when Celine can actually start doing that. I'm gonna show shadow, duplicate. Okay, with Katie, the amount of people I got started, then the amount of people I was there while she was doing it. I mean, we're talking, yeah. And now, Katie, she away. That's what you're really doing.
Afterwards, one question is enough. What did you like the most?
Well, no. You're gonna ask, what did you like about what you saw and heard today? That's the first question. What you saw and heard. Never ask anyone what they thought. Any of that. You don't want to know that. What did you like about what you saw and heard today? Okay, that's what you're going to ask, and then you're going to ask. Number 2 is you're going to ask. So what level of participation do you see yourself starting with? I'm not going on there. I'm assuming they're starting because it's amazing what they've just heard.
Right.
Who doesn't want to start? Guys, people know I expect them to say yes to me. I got on a call just expecting to get started. See how many people get started just because I expect them to say yes to me? Anyone can decide that. You go on like, will they? Yeah, they will. I decided it. I decided they will. You can do that. You get to hesitate too much. Katie, stop hesitating. Stop hesitating. Get them in. Do you know how many people want to be led? But they're like, they hesitate. Why are they hesitating? Why are you hesitating? You're in.
It should, and if they say no, it should be a shock. Not if they say yes, it should be a shock.
Yeah.
That means that you're still shocked.
You know, interesting. I feel like all the 100 people, 50 people, doesn't matter. Majority of them gonna say no. And it's concerning me at the moment. The more you talk, I'm like, oh, you know, I don't have that many people that would be open-minded enough to say yes.
Yeah, but I didn't ask that.
Yeah.
I said, let's gauge interest. I didn't say that. Let the presentation answer that question, not you.
And also, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what frame of mind they're in. I'm talking about you can only control. You can actually assume that everyone's going to get started, regardless of of what they think. Like I'll be the most skeptical person, and I'm like, let's get started.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But
You can
what
literally change that just because of how sold you are. Get started. You're not in yet. But for the guests in the room, this is how I sound after the presentation. You're in, right? Yeah. You're not in yet. Like, let's get you in, man. Like, it's a no-brainer. What are you talking about? I don't ask. You just saw that, right? You got 2 eyes, 2 ears, right? You're human. You got a pulse, right? So obviously, I know every person on your list. They want to wake up tomorrow with a little bit more money. Everyone, regardless of what they tell you. Every one of them. As long as you know that, just let's get started. And then, oh, okay, cool. You know, and then like Elliot said, just give them a nice, pleasant experience.
But the important part is the process is an unseen work. I know it's seen, it's actually an unseen work. Do that unseen work. Testing.
Can you explain that?
Well, the reason I've said so much, do this process, is because your body will follow this process before your results do. So you'll actually be going through this process. The reality around you right now, where you might be thinking, okay, I'm going through the process, and your reality is like, is this changing? No, keep your head down on the process. Jake talks about what I've done the last however long, because I haven't looked up. That's why.
I like that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't looked up. I've looked at what Holmberg's told me to do. And what Holmberg's told me to do was this. He didn't tell me to look up. He told me to do the process. That's what he told me to do.
Holden said, I know he said, I know what you just said, because he said, I never believed that I could ever go diamond. What I did believe is that I could just look down and do the work that required to become.
You do the process, your volume and your life will follow that. It will. But you've got to do this process and you've got to stick at it. And you know what, guys? Some days you're going to be like, when it's getting boring, your results will start changing. And if it's new to start with, they ain't going to change. It's going to start changing the most when it's normal. Guess what? Go back to the information. Paradigm shifting. You want to, who's at a paradigm shift? Well, let's check your back office. We'll know who's at a paradigm shift between now and the new year. Paradigm shift isn't my mindset's changed. No, let's test. Let's have a look at results. How do you paradigm shifted? What's your business volume looking like? Right. Oh, it's still the same. You haven't had a paradigm shift yet. Should we do that now? Okay, this is the process for a paradigm shift. You want a paradigm shift? Follow that process for long enough. You'll have a paradigm shift. You'll earn more money. You get to the comma club. You'll have it all. But there's no use doing the 95%. The 95% in this world is useless without 5%. Nothing's changed in your life. You have to be real about this. You can't pretend to feel good. You feel good when you're worth feeling good. You've got to be worth feeling good in this life. Suffer for it. Suffer to feel good. I feel great. I suffered to feel good. That's what life's about. Jesus Christ suffered. Right? This process is your decision to suffer, but it leads you to everything you want.
Well, you're going to suffer either way, yeah. Because if you don't do this suffering, you're going to suffer existing to get breadcrumbs and get someone else rich.
Yeah.
That's suffering for me anyway.
And this for me, I mean, it's all done for you. This process is here. The company take care of everything else. So
So what I'm understanding is you're changing your mindset, which is the 95% through the work,
yeah,
not just
you don't change your mindset without doing any work. You don't change it, but you've got to do that process on repeat. That's the discipline. You see me, sure, I don't care if my cuddly toys are listening to me. It's not about that. I need to change. And the way you change is through this one system, one process. The one who does it the most, you'll know who they are, the ones who do it most. And do not stop. It's laborious. It says in the science getting rich. The most laborious work you'll ever do is focusing on what you want over the appearances now. Science getting rich. That's what it says. Laborious work. Laborious. Okay. Any more questions? Any more questions? Did I answer your question there? Yeah.
To your following 3 meetings after you secured the first launch call, was it this time? Are you giving them options? You're saying 1 or 8, depending on you gauging how launchable that person is. You're going to do one back to back each 4 days. How are you gauging when the next 3 meetings are going to be booked for?
Yeah, so I'm going to put them in place. I like to do them within, I really want to do them within a week to 10 days, really. And if I'm sent and I can't squeeze that corner, I'm going to put them in place. But then what we need to alter along the way, if we need to do. But I'm not thinking I need to alter it. I'm doing it in, I believe this is the right time to do it. Does that make sense? If I can see, yeah, I'm generally wanting to do one within 24 hours. If I get a little bit of pullback, 48, the next one I want to do within, the next 3 I want to do within 10 days, up to 2 weeks. But I don't really want to go that far. I want to do 10 days. I'm going in with the goal, that's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm going in with the goal. But I've got to make that make sense, though, Fraser, as well. Every single point is a transaction of, why do I do this? Why should I? Why should I? Why should I? That's what you've got to really understand, that why should I do that? We'll go back to the goal. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But you've got to go on with a deter, because this works, and then when they're getting results, that secures that's when you get understanding. You don't get understanding today, you get understanding when you get paid for doing this. You do. You don't get today's not about understanding. Today's about getting the game plan. Now you're going to get understanding by doing that. Can't get understanding without doing something. You don't understand. Yep.
Which chapters were you saying to read on the science of getting rich for 90 days? 4, 14,
and 7. Yeah.
question.
Yeah. So how do you gauge the pace of how someone wants to move? Because, everyone comes into the business. Some people, you say to people like, how soon do you want to get paid? How quickly do you want to make money? Do you want to make money fast, or do you want to make money slow? A lot of the time people say, I want to make money fast. And sometimes the work can be a little bit too overwhelming for them right away. Right? So how do you gauge how you're going to work with that person based on their energy? And I guess it's going through that process like you went through, getting clear on their goal and the action steps required for them to.
Yeah, they're going to tell you what pace. Yeah, for sure. You're going to have to see a mentor identifies the pace and moves a little bit quicker, especially against their excitement levels. And the excitement levels are highest when you've just got started. So that's when you're going to get the biggest amount of action taken, as long as you've made sense to. But you've got to be in communication and knowing how that individual is. You really have. And I'll be honest with you, I'll say what I'm doing is I'm saying, let me get this person to your team qualified. That's my first goal. Remember, I've got the goal. So if I've got the goal, it's not because people say to me, well, hang on a minute, I'm not sure I'm putting my goal in the hands of other people. You're mad. I don't put my goal in the hands of other people. I've got the goal. If let's say Joel or if Ashley or Katie hasn't got I've got the goal. I'm going to get to work anyway. The one who's going to build is going to do that. So you're going to get the results and then see, and then you've got to keep making sense of the next step.
And making it make sense to them.
Yes, not to you, to them. Not just this is a rigid process. You've got to make a connection, and you guys are going through this change and this growth together. So you need to make it make sense. Now, I'm not saying that everybody. That's not true. So you're going to know. Then you've got to identify who your leaders are, who can run, who can really run, and results talk, bro. Results. When you can get good at identifying that person that's maybe Celine's introduced you to and getting results with that person as well.
And what that first win is going to do for them as well.
Oh, yeah, massive. And then dual team qualified, you can see it in the distance because everybody who's if anyone's not dual team qualified yet, that's your first two people. So your first goal, definitely first two people. You've got that goal. Remember, not them. That's how the universe works. So the universe has to fill it, right? So dual team qualified, first win. I know people want to go diamond. I know they want to stick, but let's get the process done well. First win, dual team qualified, left and right. Recognize it. It's massive. It's actually massive. Dual team qualified. You've just unlocked the biggest bonus when it comes to pay. Let people know what it means. The biggest dual team qualified. It's actually the biggest part of our content. It pays out the most. And you just activate that. So excellent work. What we're going to do now is we've got something called what we've got here is something called the High Five Club. The High Five Club is very, very cool. It's an elite group of leaders that actually get access to evenings like tonight where we're going to sit down and have dinner, have a lot of fun and play bowling and stuff. And it's really good to be in because then you're going to have some different conversation. You're going to meet some individuals that are taking action. They've got 5 transactions on the board, okay, which is very, very cool. Then with that as well, you're going to be recognised by the other leaders and get some really close mentorship on that. After that, 5K club. Again, you're going to unlock more proximity. The way you change and that proximity you're going to be given from the leaders is going to help speed up your goal. So you've got to continue to paint the vision. If there isn't a vision, bro, the people perish, right? So start with the dual team, let them know what's available, but you're fired up about it. I'm the most fired up about Celine going dual team qualified because I know what it means for her. So when someone starts with me, I'm excited for them. I'm excited to see them win. I'm excited to celebrate them.
Yeah. It's big.
And that enthusiasm, because they don't know the work or what it's going to look like, your enthusiasm is then going to help them to take them steps.
And again, you want to assume that they're going to follow what go to dual team because it's it's a no-brainer. So the selling never stops. You assume they're going to get started. You assume they're going to do the work. And what Elliot's talking about right now is actually focusing where you need to focus on. We're not talking about recruiting, you noticed. When you know what you're going to do with a new person, you'll find it so much easier to actually talk to new people as well. You'll be more confident to introduce yourself to that person in the gym and say, hey, it's great to get to know you've got great energy, how long you worked here, I'm new to the area, a lot to make, a lot of connections and stuff, let's connect. You're open to different streams of income, I might have something for you, whatever it is. You'll be way more open to making those and prospecting and recruiting. Because I know there's some people in the room thinking, well, how do I recruit? What we're giving you is the next steps. A lot of people have a blockage of recruiting because they don't even know the second and third, fourth steps. Whereas if we get you to focus on how your people are really taken care of, it's like going and watching a good movie and you've experienced a good movie, you naturally share it. You don't think about if people you don't care if people say no. You know they're going to get a good experience if they actually go ahead and see the movie. Your people are going to get a great experience if they sign up with this team. So you're going to share it naturally. Your eye contact's going to be there. It's going to come out naturally. You're going to be stuttering and stammering because you don't feel guilty about recruiting. It's not recruiting in your mind anymore. Now you're sharing. Now you're partnering. Now you're looking to change lives and open their minds. It's a whole ball game. So we're giving you a different frequency just in the career right now.
And you are right. Once you personally decide, I'm going to master this and become great at it, you recruit when you want.
Yeah.
You recruit when you want because now remember you got to think about the careers people have. Like this isn't different, but it leads you to a much different outcome. It's not different. People train as accountants. People train as all different kinds of, this isn't different to that, but the outcome is it's not different. I don't know what I feel like this industry promotes a difference in I can there isn't a work involved, or it's all gonna like, I don't know. No, it doesn't work that way. But the great thing is that you push the boulder and it gets, oh, I think makes me like, oh, I'm already here at this point in the month. I'm like, now they've done the harder work. They're being rewarded because what in this business you do the effort here, you're gonna see that still paying you.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's not clocking clock out. It's in a job, which is cool, man. That's how you create freedom, right?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is.
So, yeah. Is there any more questions? I think we've got like really good stuff done. But step into, yeah, go on, Boris.
The way that you're talking at it, like it sounds like there's massive potential for exponential growth. As a new person gets started, they're routine qualified, like the first few days, and then would you then start working with those new people?
Oh yeah,
And then they would.
yeah.
So I'm wondering, like, with all of these new people, I'm just wondering how do you do it? How do you stay on top of it? Are you working with them? Are they working?
I've got an organised life. Ashley, what's my life like?
Yeah, very simple.
Very simple. I do not have, and I'm not saying people are going to have commitments, but you've got to look at your life and say, I've got a goal. What isn't in alignment with that? What's a necessity and what isn't, first of all? Because otherwise, the universe is not going to bring people to you to be responsible for if you aren't responsible for you.
So I have a question in relation to that, right? Obviously, I'm a single mom with 3 kids,
Yeah.
and life can be very
Yeah.
stressful at times. Obviously, my goal, I've never felt so strongly about
Yeah.
reaching my goal.
Okay.
What do I do to start organising my life in a better way that is going to actually allow me the extra, like, the time to actually commit?
Yeah.
That committed time, do you know what I mean? And what
Yeah,
I to
no,
ask you if you're not in the situation.
Yeah, no. You've got to look at, first of all, what you can take away. What can you take away and make better? Every day is a time to go, what can I take away and make better? If you decide on this process, it will make room for itself, first of all, in your life. Because you've said, this is happening. Now you've made the decision. It will make way. This process will make way into your life. Okay, so now you've gone, right, I'm doing a presentation, let's say. I've got my list of this is I'm connecting with people. I do a presentation at this point. Do you know how unseen that decision is when it comes to I'm doing a presentation? You're basically saying, now I'm a leader. And if I'm a leader now, I can do this 60 minutes, 9 minutes, one presentation. Do you know if you stuck at one presentation a week for a year? If you just stuck at one presentation a week and consistently put 3 guests on the line that you met through the week, you're killing it. I'm not saying with your situation that probably there's things you need to take care of, but why that you can still consistently stay doing whatever that looks like for you.
I think I get frustrated because I would rather be building it the way you guys are
No.
doing. You just have more
Yeah.
time, you know, like,
But-
and I don't have that.
But that doesn't. You can still get to where you want to be because
Yeah.
there's a mathematical equation
I
to this.
think it's patience.
Yeah.
Like, it's just realising you
Yeah,
just trust.
Yeah, and you got and the great thing is, which is so great, is that you got Jade to come in and go, I'll take care of that there.
Yeah.
I'll take care of launching there. Do that. Me and Victoria in my organisation there, Victoria over there in America, she's a single mum, so I'll come in and do, and I let her know this is what we're doing. It works fantastic, fantastic, and that's the way it needs to work. Everyone's got to accept their situation there. Moving to a better place using this process is better than not moving to it,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Reach out and ask.
It's this, yeah, it's deciding before you're ready. Deciding this is what I'm going to do. Like example, Reese right there, it's that right there. Reese introduced to a guy called Peter. Reese just recently decided to build the business. He's going to build a business. He's going to get good at building the business. He's made a decision. He called me up. He's like, bro, I'm all in. Can we talk plans? Got a connect to Mr. Gibson. Just extra confirmation. We've got your back, bro. We're all in with you, right? The day after, the day after, I think it was like the day after Peter got started. I'm like, well, first of all, that's what happens when you make a decision. He's been struggling to recruit this whole time. Made a decision, bang, next day. He's now ready to receive Peter, he introduced me to Peter, me to Peter one time. I said, put us in a group chat. We did a quick, we did a quick intro, exactly what Elliot just said there, exactly the same process. Peter has already gone dual team qualified already. Without you know, Reece obviously there, Reece is there for support for sure, but I'm doing the calls, I'm doing like 90% of the work, 99% of the work. Peter brought in a guy called Patrick. As I'm sitting in this room, Patrick just I've spoken to Patrick on the phone with Peter. I don't think he was on the call.
No.
Reece wasn't even on the call. I'm with Peter and Patrick on a call doing this. Patrick just got someone started. I text Reece saying, bro, 3 levels deep in your business. Patrick's about to go Jordan qualified today. I've got a call today with Peter and his other guy, Johan. Same process with him. He's only introduced to one person. But he made the decision based on God, not circumstances. Based on universal laws, not circumstances. When you make a decision, we've got you back. Trust me. We're working with some committed people. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out Reece. Clap for Reece. Now he's actually got you know, people in his business. Like, I don't think Reece is actually dual team qualified himself yet, right? He will be, like, for sure, because he made a decision, but he's gonna have multiple people in his business go dual team. That's a solid business. That's a solid business. That's great.
I think what you've got to do is you've got to say, am I letting what I can do and achieve be blocked by something I want to create that isn't
I
situation?
think I'm putting myself in the way.
Yeah.
Just move myself out the way and just out. Yeah.
Worried about corner number 10 before you even come.
Yeah.
I like that from Elliot, because he's cycling, but bro, don't think about lap number. You'll sort yourself out. Focus on the lap from here.
And that's the way we really think. I know me and Jake are very similar. We think day to day. We think with vision and for the month, but daily we like squeeze the day. Just a day. Don't need to squeeze the day. So, any more questions? We're on together.
Yeah, so just that process of, you know, when somebody connects you to somebody. I know you said like you put them in a group chat. Is that just like, is that a more simple way to?
I think based on that, Jake probably had a reason. Look, if for example,
so that person's introducing you to somebody to invite to a meeting.
Yeah, I mean, I like to stay as rigid to the process.
Yeah.
Until I can see. Because remember, I've got other leaders. So if I've got other leaders and I'm here, I'm in a position where I'm like, they've got this, they're a bit occupied here, but I'm connected here. I need to go and get to the money. Yeah. I need to go and So,
sometimes you got to get creative.
Yeah.
The day that group chat was created, I had 4 prospects on the line myself. So I've got some follow up to do
on the same meeting,
on the same call.
Yeah.
Because I'm productive. I'm not, you know, and I've got other leaders with also using a particular launch as also as well, because I've got, like, again, different commitments. I've got family, right? So I will do in 1 hour what most people will do in 4 hours, right? Because I'm now being effective now. Sometimes I've set up group chats. The group chat I'm talking about is actually Peter's new guy. He's actually just created a group chat so he has got to repeat himself to Reece and me.
Yeah.
But like Charlie, who's not actually here today, Charlie Stone, she's actually just going dual team. She's already got her own group chat with a team name, Devon Transformation Tribe, and all that good. And it's fired up around the culture and stuff like that. But when it comes to sometimes following up, like worst case scenario, you know, the people that are not ready to get started, like then, like I tell people, that's why on the call I say, look, get back to the person that got you on this call right now, and Elliot said the ones that are ready to get a decision, we're going to get on a Zoom with them right now and get them in. The ones that are like, they've got questions, we're going to get to you. Those are the group chats that I set up, because just so I can monitor it. And then like what I'll do is I'll have, like, let's say Peter, hey Jake, you know, such and such was on the call. They really enjoyed it, got a few questions. Because I've got loads of them chats to them. So then after I'm getting my people started on the Zooms and helping everyone else, it's like a battlefield, right? You get your phone out and it's voice like, oh, you know, amazing, you know, really enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you enjoyed the call. And then I actually want to initiate a Zoom call with them. Then I actually want to jump on a Zoom with them. Just the process. It's mainly like a net.
Yeah.
Because how many
That's really
times have you done a
smart.
call?
Yeah.
And there was like 12 guests, but you only get 3 decisions, and you're like, "Where's the 9 people?"
Right.
I want to speak to those 9 people because Peter's new. He doesn't know how to handle
Do you
objections.
think also as well, it's important for when they're inviting people to the call that they let the people let that person know that they're going to speak to them
Yep.
after.
100%.
So
Oh,
that,
yeah.
So that follow-up call booked up right after the
Oh,
call.
yeah, so I
they
have
know,
a-
so that they go and do something else.
Well, yeah, I have my people send me the link for the
Yeah.
link for after the call, before the call with their guest.
Yeah.
Because they're going to jump
Yeah,
on,
exactly.
they're going to make a decision. What do you like? Oh, I love this, I love this, I love this. Elliot, bam.
So
Let me
that-
still
so
get a
they
few.
know. So that
Oh yeah, let me
expectations-
still get a few words with Elliot. Elliot, they're in the call. Bam, I'm going to get rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
So,
So there's 2 things they really need to get good at: inviting and the follow-up.
Yeah.
That's it. There's just 2 things really. The news person, they're going to catch the presentation by just being on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, like I said, you're not, entrepreneurship's about getting creative, but you know, you got to think on your feet, and you got to learn from mistakes. So how many, like I just said, so many times where I've had like prospects with disappear. Well, how can I counteract this? Three-way chat sometimes works, you know, little things here and there. That's why sometimes Darren, you probably hear Darren or someone will say, drop Instagram in the chat, DM me, let me know what you've learned. That's our way of catching some prospects, because there's some people that are actually scared to follow up with their people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I recruit people for people. I actually recruited Amy for Charlie because Amy put something, Charlie put something on a story mode on Instagram and told Amy to DM me, and then I ended up recruiting Amy for Charlie. So there's different ways you can, as a leader, if you're competent, you can get creative, you can sort of build. But once they're in, there is a system. Do you know what I mean? We have to get.
The client, look, the client with my guys as well. I'll keep on. No, this is the system. So I know it sounds laborious, but if you can, because that's duplicatable. So you've got to remember, guys, this business is built on freedom, right? Freedom is duplicatable. That's why it runs. And if you do a little bit with this person, then you start, okay, then now we're not. It's not duplicatable. Like someone goes like, well, can I get crowd with this? I said you can, but if you say closest to what's duplicatable, you are going to get to the money and the life you want quicker. So that's what I got. We're all doing the same thing the same way. And because you can be an artist after you've done this and got this rock and rolling. Okay. When you get on the stage, you can be how you want to be. But this system, this process, keep it exactly the same. And the closer it is, the more income you're going to get to, because your same person is going to do the same. So is that all good, guys? Is there anything? I feel like you've got a lot of value,
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
This has been
Good.
good.
Give Mr. Parton a massive round of applause.
Well, guys, like literally, we've still got time in the room. So obviously, if you want to go for a quick freshen up, we're more than happy to answer questions. And get, as long as you guys, because I know speed travel and that, like, don't leave here with like, oh, I wish I would have asked that or anything like. Do you know what I mean? So maybe go and get like 5 minutes, fresh air, whatever. Come back.
Yeah.
We've got the room till 3, so we're here to serve you all. You know what I'm saying? So.